Star Wars has basically just confirmed that Samuel L. Jackson is returning as Mace Windu in Star Wars. This post on Instagram shows why. The party isn't over, it's just beginning. Sending a very happy birthday to Samuel L. Jackson. Star Wars never teases these kinds of posts without a payoff. We've seen it with Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen. These kind of teasers always lead somewhere, and Star Wars pays them off. Samuel L. Jackson is returning as Mace Windu. When, where and how, that's what I'm covering in today's video. The last time we saw Mace Windu, he was being diced by Anakin, fried by Palpatine, and then hurled from his office window all the way through Coruscant. When I first saw this in Revenge of the Sith as a teenager, I assumed he was dead. I mean, he just had his hand cut off, he was electrocuted, and he'd been thrown from a damn skyscraper. But we saw Darth Maul get sliced in half, we saw Palpatine being thrown down a Death Star shaft. So unless we see a dead body on screen, no one is ever dead in Star Wars. A recent Instagram post by StarWars.com has all but confirmed a Mace Windu return. Today I'm going to break down exactly what that means and when and how Samuel L. Jackson will reprise his role. Welcome to Star Wars Shreddy, the jacked stacked Star Wars pack channel for fanboys and fangirls wherever you may be in a galaxy far, far away. Hit that subscribe button to never miss a daily Star Wars update. And if you'd love to see a Mace Windu return, drop a hell yeah mofo down in the comments below, as well as that like button. It only takes 2 seconds and helps the video out massively. The party isn't over, it's just beginning. Sending a very happy birthday to Samuel L. Jackson is what the StarWars.com Instagram posted. When the sequels were in production, I kept seeing fans suggest that we'd see a Marvel-like post-credit scene with Mace Windu as an Easter egg to the Nick Fury post-credit scenes, and as a way to bring Mace Windu back into Star Wars. That never happened, but every time I saw those comments, I just groaned. My attitude was, he's dead, he's done. The sequels aren't giving us the fan service we want, but bringing back Mace Windu just seemed a little bit silly to me. However, the more I thought about this, and the fact we've not had Mace Windu's body found in canon or in the EU canon, the more I think, okay, yeah, Mace Windu could come back. For good or for bad, Palpatine returned in episode 9. We've already had Hayden's return confirmed. Then, when we think about it, the fan service that we've had in Mandalorian has been absolutely mental, particularly with Luke's return. I don't think anything is out of the question with Star Wars anymore. There's 2 ways for Mace Windu to return. Following Revenge of the Sith in a way that means he survived his attack by Palpatine and Anakin, or in a flashback way, assuming that Mace Windu is in fact dead. Looking back at the Instagram post referencing Samuel L. Jackson's birthday, we're not getting a Mace Windu animated return. We are getting Samuel L. Jackson coming back to play Mace Windu in live action. We are getting the party-stopping Jedi on our screens. How? Through the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. But before I go into why Mace Windu will return in the Obi-Wan series, let's take a look at the other Star Wars projects and speculate if Mace Windu could also appear in those. Mandalorian Season 3 coming in 2022. Possibly we'll see Mace Windu in this, but I think we're going to see Sam Jackson way before then. The Ahsoka series. As far as I know, we don't have a release date for this yet. I could be wrong, and if I am, please let me know it down in the comments below. This is going to focus on Ahsoka, of course, tracking down Thrawn. There's been no date confirmed for the series yet, and I think Star Wars is going to want to bring back Samuel L. Jackson sooner rather than later, so I think we're going to see him come back before Ahsoka is released. Rangers of the New Republic. Again, a spin-off show that's set during the time frame of Mando, but this is going to focus around non-Jedi characters, it would seem, so it's unlikely that there's going to be a story or a plot element that could bring Mace Windu back here. Andor, during 2022, I don't think the focus of this will have much of a tie-in to open the door for a Mace Windu return, so it's unlikely that we're going to see him in here. The Lando Show. I think this is going to be a spin-off from the Solo film. If anything, I think a Darth Maul return here is more likely than a Mace Windu return. The Acolyte. This takes place during the High Republic, which is set around 250 years before The Phantom Menace. At this time, Mace Windu won't have even been born yet. You can find out more about the High Republic in the video that is on screen. Now, the link for that will be down in the description below. The Bad Batch. It is possible, however, I think a return of Windu is going to be live action to feature Samuel L. Jackson, and it's not going to be wasted on an animated version of the character. Visions. Again, this is another animated show in anime, so same reason as before, a droid story. From what I understand, this is going to be a show designed for children, so I just don't see Star Wars making such a return for Mace Windu in this series. The Book of Boba Fett. Outside of the Obi-Wan show featuring Mace Windu in a flashback setting, which I'm going to discuss shortly, I think the Book of Boba seems to be the most likely show we could see Mace Windu return, especially if Star Wars brings Mace Windu back, surviving the attack in Revenge of the Sith. There's history between Boba Fett and Mace Windu. It was Mace Windu who killed Jango Fett, Boba's dad, in Attack of the Clones. We've seen Boba seek vengeance through the Clone Wars series, with Boba Fett looking to start what we can assume will be his crime empire, as was teased in the post-credit scene of the Mandalorian Season 2 finale. I think we could see Boba getting word of a Jedi wielding a purple lightsaber from his network. I assume Boba will build a huge crime syndicate of sorts, and that's what this show is going to be focused around. Boba is going to be well connected. If Boba gets this kind of news come through his crime syndicate, I think we will see Boba then seek down Mace Windu, who will be a bitter and vengeful, unhinged version of the character we've once seen. This could lead to some kind of epic confrontation between the two, which could possibly see Boba Fett actually kill the character once and for all. Former Jedi Master and a fully powered bounty hunter, Boba Fett, the most iconic bounty hunter in all of Star Wars. Now that is something that would be awesome to see in live action. Filoni and Favreau have given us great fan service all throughout Mandalorian, bringing characters to live action that we never thought we'd see. So it's not a stretch to think that we could see Mace Windu back on our screens. However, the show that I think we're most likely going to see Mace Windu appear in is the Obi-Wan show. If Mace Windu has survived Revenge of the Sith, then we could see Obi-Wan seeking out his former Jedi Council member, or vice versa. However, what I think is the most likely situation is seeing Mace Windu in some form of flashback scenes. Whether it's between him and Anakin, or Obi-Wan and Mace Windu, or other members of the Jedi, I think an appearance by Samuel L. Jackson is going to be a flashback to events that took place in the prequel trilogy and explored further in the Obi-Wan series. In the series, I think that we're going to see Obi-Wan have flashbacks or visions or nightmares about how Anakin ended up. So there's going to be plenty of time to revisit scenes as Obi-Wan is replaying them over and over, basically torturing himself to try and figure out if things could have went differently. But what do you think about a return for Mace Windu to live action Star Wars? I think at this point it's as good as confirmed that Samuel L. Jackson is going to reprise his role, so the only thing left for us fans to speculate on is how and when he will return. Sound off in the comments below and I look forward to chatting to you about it. Subscribe for more daily Star Wars videos and hit the like button on this video. It only takes 2 seconds and really helps the channel out. On screen now is my latest upload, so be sure to go and check that out. Until next time, remember that Star Wars ain't no gimmick, it's a lifestyle.